Hey there, it's Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com, again with another podcast, a value price podcast. This one's kind of unexpected. I happened to go to my local Aldi, and they haven't had new wines since like the spring. They've been pretty stagnant, and they had 5 or 6 new wines there, and I didn't know what to buy, and I was so excited. But I picked up the $13.99, which is kind of expensive for Aldi. It's the Peaks and Tides Sonoma Brut Bubbly. Peaks and Tides is a brand that Aldi's had for a while. It's a Chardonnay and it's a Pinot Noir, and sometimes it's just from Sonoma, sometimes it's from Sonoma Coast, which is the AVA right along the ocean there. And this time it's made by Rack and Riddle, which is a private custom bubbly. They make champagne-style wines there, and if you've had a value price and maybe even higher California sparkling wine in the last 10 years, there's a good chance that you've tasted some of their wine. So they're specialists. When you see that they're the ones making the wine, that's not a bad thing at all. We don't know much about it. It's from grapes from Sonoma. Makes sense. I think Rack and Riddle have 3 locations in Sonoma and 1 in Lodi. I'm going to take a sip. This is kind of a fun wine. This is a brut or a dry wine, and usually when you just see, because there are no rules and regulations in Napa Valley for making bubbly. There's starting in Champagne. There's tons of them, but in Napa Valley or in California, you can do what you want. So brut normally means that it's going to be mostly Chardonnay with maybe some Pinot Noir, maybe some, they can actually add anything that they want to it. But in Champagne, it's Pinot Meunier, and there's like just a few things they can do. They can add anything they want here. But usually when you just see brut, it means it's basically mostly Chardonnay. Blanc de Blanc means it's all white grapes. Blanc Noir means it is a white wine. It's not a red wine, but a white champagne or style wine made from red grapes. And a rosé means that it's probably mostly red grapes with some skin contact juice added in. But other than that, we don't know too much. It doesn't have to be Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, but it probably is. And at $13.99 for Aldi, which is a little bit more expensive than their normal drinks, it probably is. And since Aldi tends to be really inexpensive wines, this is probably, and I'm just shooting from the hip, maybe some of the nicer vineyards that some of the bigger name people use. Take another sip. This is a nice, subtle, fruit-forward, but not overly fruit-forward bubbly. It's got good acidity, the kind that makes you want to take another sip, which is always nice. That might not be something you're going to want in a $75 champagne, but in a $13.99 store brand bubbly, it's really nice. It's a lot of fun. It's got nice rounded fruit, but it's subtle. It doesn't jump out. It's not sweet. There's enough flavors in there that you can actually sit there for a second and contemplate your glass and try to pick out all that's there, which is an added bonus for a inexpensive value price bubbly. Take another sip. I mean, it's a good tasting wine. Yeah, it's not champagne, but it's California. But I don't see a problem with that. I mean, there's no reason California bubbly has to be champagne. It can be very good on its own, and I think this wine is very good on its own. And it's kind of getting to the point. They're not quite there yet, where these value price bubbles make you pause and think, why am I spending more? There are more expensive wine, like champagne is my favorite wine of all of them. For the cheap wine finder, that's kind of a problem. But these value champagnes are being well made. The grapes are being grown properly. They're being handled properly. The winemaking is being done. Everything is kind of a little bit mechanized. It's not the old days when they were just doing everything by hand. It's the great equalizer. But it's something to start considering. We're coming up in the holidays. The holidays are still far away. But there's no reason why you might want to, if you think your store's getting kind of low, grabbing a couple of bottles of this. It's just a nice Northern California, I think, from Sonoma. Bubbly. It tastes great. Just put it away. It's going to store easily up until the holidays. And for $13.99, it's going to be a third the price of real champagne. And I think you might, unless you're a champagne head who's into it, you probably like this just as much as that. So adios, keep it cheap. It's the Domain Dave. Coming at you, we got a bunch of wines. I got a couple of bargains. And then I got a whole bunch. I'm going back to Aldi to drink the other 5 we got going. So adios. We'll talk to you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.